Okay, hi students, how are you? Hope you are doing well. So this is our another poem. It's from the part 2 of your English textbook, sonnet number 73. So before I explain details about this sonnet number 73, I'll just go with the note on the poet. So it's a famous poet, as you all know, William Shakespeare. Okay, there are some information given in the textbook. I'll just read that. Okay, some important information about this man is an English literature famous poet. Okay, no need of introduction to this man. Okay, is known for his great plays like Hamlet, Othello, Macbeth, King Lear, Romeo and Juliet, Julius Caesar, Merchant of Venice, etc. And this man not only done that plays and he has become so famous in English literature, and there is credit goes to this man that he has introduced more than 14,000 words to English literature. And this sonnet is one among the 154 sonnets. This means he has written 154 sonnets, and among them, this sonnet comes in 73rd place. And when they have arranged that one, this poem is arranged. This poem is arranged at that place, 73rd place. So, what is this sonnets? Okay, so we have different types of sonnet. Before that, so how many sonnets he has written? That's given in your textbook. There are 154. Out of 154, 126 are dedicated to a person named as Mr. WH. And there is a lot of speculation about this man, whether he is male or female. Okay, we don't. Nobody knows this one. And he also that man, Mr. WH, is considered as his patron. Patron refers to one who assists him in terms of everything, especially financial support or similar to that. Okay, and he's written most of the sonnets. That is 126 sonnets to Mr. WH, and remaining 28 sonnets are dedicated to some mysterious dark lady. Understanding? So even today nobody knows who they are, but still these sonnets are so famous in English literature and studied worldwide. Okay, so let me tell you more about the sonnets. So before I say about this sonnets are typically three types: Petrarchan sonnet, we also call it as Italian sonnet, and Shakespearean sonnet. It is also called as English sonnets. And one more type we have is Spenserian sonnets. Okay, and each sonnets have different rhyme scheme. If I say the similarities about the sonnets, all sonnets discuss about different themes, and different sonnets arranged in different centuries. Okay, and what are similarities? Similarities is for sonnets we discuss about time, beauty, nature, pain of separation, and other similar things, friendship, old age. These type of things that can be discussed in that poems, these sonnets. So basically, sonnets are 14-line poem, and there are three types of sonnets as I told: Petrarchan sonnet or Italian sonnet. English sonnet is also called as Shakespearean sonnet, and the final one is Spenserian sonnets. Each sonnets have different rhyme scheme. What are the different rhyme schemes? So if I say about Petrarchan sonnet, okay, Petrarchan sonnet have this rhyme scheme. Okay, it will have 8 plus 6 pattern, which means first you will see 8 lines, later followed by 6 lines. 8 lines are called as octave, and the 6 lines are called as sestet. 8 lines, okay. This first 8 lines have different rhyme scheme, and the remaining 6 lines will have different rhyme scheme. What are the rhyme scheme can be seen in the Petrarchan sonnet are like A double B A, we can say it. The same way we get A double B A, 8 lines, and the last 6 lines will have rhyme scheme CDE or CDC or CDC also. And one more thing is English sonnets. English sonnets also are made up of 14 line only, and these are made up of 3 quatrains, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. The rhyme scheme are AB, CD, EF, GG. Okay, you can repeat whatever I say, you will come to understand. Okay, you can repeat the video and you can watch it. Okay, rhyme schemes are there here also: AB, CD. Okay, like that: AB, CD, followed by EF, GG. Okay, EF, GG. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. Total 14 lines. Spenserian sonnets also follow the same, okay, rhyme scheme, but there is some difference. That is, what is the difference in the rhyme scheme we see is AB, okay, then what you get is BC, followed by CD, and EE. Okay, all the sonnets have one important characteristics, that is having volta. What is that volta? That is the shift in the argument. So what happens is when the speaker starts the sonnet, he discusses some important topic. Okay, it can be related to friendship, love, or beauty of the nature or anything. Okay, and suddenly it takes a shift in the argument. Okay, we also call it as twist or ulta. Okay, all sonnets have this peculiar characteristics of having ulta. We will not come to know unless we come to that line where actually that shift in the argument is there. Why is saying this? Like why is producing these arguments? So unless we see that ulta, we will not understand why he is saying that. So that is a specialty about sonnets. Sonnets are written in different structures, these structures. Okay, even though they are made up of 14 lines, but we can see this variations in them. Okay, and we can also see twist or ulta in that. Okay, and the one more important similarity I would like to draw is that is the meter. Meter used there is iambic pentameter. Okay, you're going to study that in higher classes. What is iambic pentameter? What are meters and all? Okay, where there is how to use the syllables. That is taught in that iambic pentameter. There are different kinds of meters, trimeter, iambic pentameter, and all. So let me tell you more about this sonnet number 73 now. Let me stick to the sonnet number 73. Okay, without wasting the time. So what is this sonnet number 73? Okay, so I request all my students, those who are watching this video, better to use pencil. Okay, take textbook, and whenever any meanings are required, okay, you can extract the meaning. Okay, and just follow me whatever I say now. Okay, the poem starts with the title only given here that time of the year. This is the first line of the first quatrain actually. So from there only poem starts. So what is this first quatrain, second quatrain, third quatrain? What is the idea is going to producing there? What is the thought? What is the argument is producing before we enter to that twist, that volta, the last two line. So we wait until the last two line what is saying, why he is saying that. Let me produce what is the argument of a speaker. Okay. That time of the year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves are none or few to hang upon those buffs which shake against the cold, where hewn coils were laid the sweet bird sang. So what is saying that, see in the particular time of the year, okay, where we can see some yellow leaves, or may not be some yellow leaves are found in the trees, okay, some of them are hanging on those branches. Both means branches, okay. So what he's saying is in the particular time of the year, which means he's suggesting that he is becoming old. So in literature, we know that winter is refers as death. Winter is taken as a symbol of death. So before the winter, the season what we see is autumn season. So the speaker is saying that he is in the autumn season. Okay, he is becoming old, which means the next stage is death only. So if you want to convey the idea that he is becoming old, understanding he is becoming old, he is approaching towards death. Understand? So, and you want to narrate, you want to add more details about what that seasons look like, how the seasons look like. You want to say that, so there are some yellow leaves found on the branches of the tree, may not be some yellow leaves, or not at all. Okay, he's having some speculation about, okay, exactly it is an early autumn or late autumn or middle of the autumn or not. He's not sure about that, but that is why he's saying this line: when yellow leaves are none or few do hang, or some of the leaves may hang on the branches of the trees, which shake against the cold. So cold is about to start. In the winter, we know what and all things will happen in the nature. Trees, okay, leaves of the trees will turn yellow, and most of the leaves will fall down in the winter season. Understanding? So in winter season, we can also see a lot of death cases. So that is what, okay, the symbol of what is that? Winter. Winter is refers to death in literature. So and you also say that you want to add more details that where in the branches, okay, so lots of birds were singing. Bare ruined choirs. Bare means there is nothing void. Ruined choirs, which means those branches are shattered due to winter. Understanding? And there were some birds were singing. Choir is refers to group of singers in a church, and here he is referring to those birds in a group. They used to make noise, some sweet noise, singing. They used to roost. Understanding? Before the winter starts in the autumn season. Understanding? These birds used to sing, but now there were no birds. All are missing. So yes, given the idea that he is becoming old. So and again, you want to produce the same argument by taking another example. That is, in me, you, in me, thou, seest the twilight of such day, as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away. That second self that seals up all in the rest. In me, thou, in me, you, see twilight of such day. The twilight. What is the meaning of this twilight? It's the most important line. You can underline this. The previous stanza I said about is the particular time of the year, that is, he is in the autumn stage. Understanding? Now he is saying that he is in the particular time of the day, which means the day is about to end, the night is about to start. sun is already set and still we can see some light, which means after the sunset still we can see some light. Okay, which means within a half an hour or 15 minutes the night is about to start. So that is a transition period. Sun is already set, night has not started yet, and still there is some light. So which means the next stage is night, which means the next stage is death, is becoming old, is in the evening time. Understanding? Almost end of the evening, where night is about to begin, still there is some light, okay, present. Understanding? As after sunset fades, fadeth means fades. There are some archaic words, old English words, okay, I'll going to mention in the comments later. Fadeth in the west, which by and by black night does take away, black night doth take away, means this black night, okay, night is referred as symbol of death, again like winter, which covers up all in the rest, which seals up everything in the rest, which means night will cover that light, it will take off that light, it will take away, which means finally the end stage is death. I'm becoming old. So even the second stanza is producing the same argument, that I'm becoming old, I'm approaching death. Why is saying that? You will see in the couplet only, the last couplet. You have to wait for the last couplet. Unless and until you understand the last couplet, you will not understand why he is saying he is becoming old. Let's look at the next stanza. Okay, next quatrain. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire, that on the ashes of his youth does lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. So beautiful lines. And what a comparison is made. We know that the youth is compared to fire. Understanding? That glowing fire. But now he's saying that he is in the particular time of the fire stage, okay, on a coal or a wood, okay, where that is going to burn completely and it will get converted into ash. I can give you an example. Say, for example, if you're taking a wood, okay, and if you burn it, okay, if you incompletely combust it, will come that coal, charcoal. Understanding? That is called as embers. Understanding? On that there is some fire left, which means he has only few days left, or few months left, few years left. You don't know exactly. Which means he's already approaching the death, not died yet. Which means like this fire on the coal or charcoal. Okay, this fire is on that ember or charcoal. Definitely after some time that charcoal will completely convert into ash, the powder ash, where that fire will also get vanish, disappear. Which means still the life is there for him also. Still he is having some life. Okay, he is becoming old. I have that fire glowing on the embers. Understand? In me thou sees the glowing of such fire, that on the ashes of his youth does lie. Which means youth has completed. Youth is over. Okay? Youth is over. Now he is becoming old. So he is on the deathbed. Which means like embers. This is like a bed. On that there is some fire left yet, not yet completed, as a deathbed whereon it must expire. Consumed with that which it was nourished by. So this ember will going to consume it. This ash will going to consume it. Before it used to nourish it. Fire is nourished by that charcoal or wood, whatever it is. But now that fire is going to vanish very soon. And again, the idea is conveying that he is becoming old, but he is not saying that directly. And which shows that poet is not feeling sorrow or sad about he is becoming old. He just want to give one message in the end. Understanding? You want to give that poignant message in the end about what you want to convey, why he is becoming old. He is not regretting that he is becoming old. Otherwise, he would have used directly the word I am becoming old. Correct? So why he is saying that? This thou perceivest. This you need to understand that he is saying to this one, to his beloved or a partner. Understanding? His friend or anyone, whoever it is. It can be his wife or it can be his life partner, whoever it is. For them he is saying this. This you have to understand that, which makes thy love more strong. To love that well, which thou must live ere long. So this line says that, okay, as the time progresses, love will become more stronger and stronger. And this one you need to understand that as we are becoming old and old, okay, and the time what left is too less. Understand? If I go and you have to lead your life alone without me, he's not saying that he's feeling sorrow that I'm going to die. You want to say that there is only short time is left. And as the time progresses, love will become more stronger and stronger. This one you need to understand. This you have to perceive. Your love, our love becomes more strong. Understanding to live that, to love that well, which thou must live at long. Ere refers to before. Understand, you have to continue your life without me. From now onwards, I will not be with you, and you have to lead your life without me. So that is a transition. Okay, nobody will say like this. Usually, people will feel very sorrow that they'll becoming die. But this man is completely opposite to that. He's saying that yes, I anyhow I'm going, and you have to lead your life alone. I will not be with you. So that is a good thing he has said that. Understanding, which means he's saying that whatever time we have now is too less, too limited, and in that time only we have to be more closer and closer. We have to spend more time together. That is the idea I want to produce from this sonnet number 73. Hope you would have understood this sonnet 73. If you have any doubt in any line, just post that line. I'll try to explain in terms of words. Okay, and that is the second poem to you from my side. We'll see more videos in upcoming days. Thank you so much.